Welcome to the Ange TV show. If you click this video, it's probably because there's breaking news, or you're tuning in for my daily briefing.
If you're new to this channel, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. There's 3 ways you can support the Ange TV show. Visit our merch store at the Ange TV show on Teespring and purchase merch now. Or you could send a super chat. And finally, you could become a member of this glorious channel by hitting the join button at the bottom of the video. Alright guys, enjoy the show.
Welcome guys to episode 2 of The Unknown. Today guys, I'm doing my best to prove to you guys that time travel is indeed possible. Okay guys? See you soon. Welcome to The Unknown episode 2, guys. Today, we are exploring claims of time travel. What's up, Scaldy Scanger? He's in the building. Royal Cat is here today. Raul, welcome to The Unknown. Guys, time travel. The first thing we have to ask ourselves is, what is time travel? Okay? So I have the definition of time travel, guys. Time travel is the concept of movement between different points in space by an object or a person, hypothetically, in a time machine. Okay? And that, my friend, is the definition from Wikipedia, okay? Ryan can say, you copy unknown, okay? Because there's somebody that did a show a long time ago about the unknown, and he's like, you copy unknown. Anyways, guys, that is the definition of time travel. So I need you guys to tell me right now, do you believe in time travel? Yes or no? What are your thoughts on the matter? Joshua Murrin, I see you. Nice of you to come here as well. We have a special guest to help us debunk time travel, okay? And that special guest is back here again, my senior correspondent, Mr. Claudio Capri, guys. What's up, Claudio? How are you, buddy?
Not bad. Yourself?
I'm good. So listen, Claudio, we're gonna go through time travel today. And listen, I want to tell everybody right off the bat, okay? I'm not trying to prove to you that time travel actually happened. What I'm trying to prove to you guys tonight is that it's possible, right? Look at the title, guys. Is time travel possible, okay? And today, I'm glad to tell you guys that it is absolutely possible. Why is it possible? Because of a gentleman, a very intelligent gentleman, by the way, of the name of Albert Einstein, okay? He came up with the theory of relativity, okay? Which is basically, if you could travel at the speed of light, okay, around the Earth, if you could travel at the speed of light, you could tap into the future. So, guys, it is possible. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, we already have some questions over here. I will be back in time to meet my grandpa, USA Army. Okay, well, guess what, guys? I'm going to be asking Claudio, and I want to know from the viewers as well, if you could go in the past, what would you do, guys? I want to know. Hey, Ange, how's it going? I'm doing good, buddy. I'm doing good. Hey, Ange, do you believe in time travel? Yes, I believe in time travel. This is what it's all about. My favorite host, what's up, mateys? Okay, Jay Wild says it's not possible because of the way physics explains it. Well, I'll have to disagree with you, Jay Wild. I don't know what everybody else has to say. You can't go in your exact past. You can only branch out into an alternate reality where your past becomes your present and your former present. Exactly, Jay. Wow, you are just strengthening what I'm about to say. So you're a time traveler. I don't know if you're a time traveler or if you could just predict the future, but you just said what I was about to say. Guys, do I believe that we could time travel to the past? No. I don't think it's possible we could time travel to the past. Think about it, guys. People that are dead are dead. If you go in the past, those people that are dead, you think they're going to be alive? You see where there's the bit of the contradiction and everything, and we're going to talk about that. It's called the grandfather paradox, okay? Me and Claudia are going to explain to you why it's so hard to prove that we could go in the past. Maybe we could go in the past. I don't know, guys. Maybe we could. But at the end of the day, from what I know today, We can't, okay? So the question is, guys, has it ever happened, time travel, okay? If it did already happen, why don't we see time travelers in every corner of our room popping up like, hey, I'm from the year 3050. Don't you find it a bit odd that we would have more time travelers if it was possible in the future to time travel? Now, there has been a lot of people that claim to be time travelers, and we're going to talk about those people. And I also have photos, evidence. Okay, it's not evidence. It's photos on the internet of people who claim to be time travelers. Actually, it's people that claim that the person on the photo is way ahead of their time or way before of their time. Okay, so we're going to get to that. Now, Claudio, I want to ask you a pretty big question here. What are your thoughts on time travel, Claudio? Going to the past, going to the future? What do you think about this?
So I'm the kind of guy who believes in, if something is out there, like I'm the kind of guy who needs proof in order to see if all this is going on, right? So
Mhm.
does time travel exist? Look, I want to say yes. Just like everything else, like again, I'm a type of guy who needs proof, right? Now, I've been hearing stories about time travel. I've been seeing some stories, and are they fake? I don't know. Like there's a few people who we're going to be bringing up later on about they've been time traveling,
Mhm.
from the future. And I'm a bit skeptic at first, but the more I read about them, the more I hear about them, it could be possible, and by the way, I like what Jay Wild is saying. Like, also Stephen Hawking had the experiment where he sent out invitations to a meeting only for future people, and no one showed up.
Exactly. I actually wanted to talk about that, guys. I wanted to talk about that. Stephen Hawking, okay, he made a meeting. It said, welcome, time travelers. Okay, so he made a meeting for all the time travelers to come. And what happened, guys? They didn't show
Mm.
up. Okay, so you guys are now trying to tell me that it's impossible to time travel. What if the time travelers didn't want to go to his party, Claudio? What do you think about that?
That too. I mean, look, you never know. For example, if you're saying, "Hey, hello, time travels," and then I see myself that I'm going to be doing a meeting, present time, I'm going to be doing a meeting, but I'm like in the future, I'm like, I don't want to go to this. Like, I would probably think it's a virus, like,
Yeah.
fuck, there's another one imitating me, and he's going live. Oh man, but that's the thing, I don't know.
Yeah, Jay Wild brought up a good point. He's actually kind of arguing himself. He said, but perhaps in an alternate reality, people in our reality did show up. So, yeah, maybe those people showed up in a different reality. Guys, you have to understand that. You got to be open minded over here. Ross said, future time travel will be ready in 2100. Sorry, Ange, we will all be dead by then. Guys, the common belief is that, well, from what the time travelers are saying, apparently in 2028, which is 7 years from now, we will be able to time travel. What do you think about that prediction, Claudio?
Look, that'll be fantastic, But again, some people are going to be taking this too far. They're going to be like, I got in an argument with my wife. Oh man, what's going to happen in the future, But in a way, it would actually be really good, like for example, let's say you're having an argument with someone, right? But you're really scared, like they're gonna break up or whatever. So you can actually go into the future and see what the outcome is going to be instead of stressing out for what the outcome is going to be, so that's it. Like, look, again, this is
We have an
possible.
Italian question, Claudio. It says, in quale anno nel futuro pensi che il viaggio nel tempo sia stato inventato? So when do you think, what year do you think time travel will be invented, Claudio? It's tough to tell, eh?
Yeah, because there's already people who claim to be time travelers. That's the thing. So I really don't know about that, man. Like,
Guys, in popular culture, there's a Christmas Carol. You guys know that. There is also the Time Machine novel, which you guys should go and read. It's one of the earliest writings in recent times. I'm talking about not ancient, but in recent times. One of the earliest novels is that of Time Machine. I suggest you get a copy or go on the internet and see if there's an ebook about it. Go and read it. See if that'll help you out. No Face is here. What's up, No Face? Guys, listen, we asked the question, can we travel to the past? Okay. And most of us, including all the experts, say no, we cannot travel in the past. Okay, Claudio, do you think we could travel in the past? What did you say before? You didn't agree?
So I mean, I don't really agree because the past is already done, right? I
Yeah.
mean, why would you want to go travel to something that you already know what happened? And this is gonna be weird. Like, why would you want to travel to a past that you know what the outcome? I mean, for me, time travel, when I think about time travel, I think about going into the future because I want to know what's going on in the future. I don't want to know what's going on in the past because the past is the present, right? So if you want, so if you want to know about your past, you go in the future to see about the past. You see, that's a little yeah, that's a little messed up. I agree, but
Yeah, yeah.
like I'm just thinking about that, man. God damn, that's really smart. But that's the thing, like you know, so like if I want to know what I did yesterday, I'm gonna have to go in the past to know about what's going to happen tomorrow. See, it's
Yes.
confusing.
It's
I
mind
mean,
bending. Listen, guys,
yeah,
any kind of theories around time travel is just mind bending,
yeah,
okay? Think about something for a second. If I'd go back in the past and the bullet that killed a big general, I would get in the way and it would kill me, that would affect a lot of things. If I
yeah,
went to, I don't know, like, there's so many things I could do if I go in the past that would change everything. It would change whether people would be born. It would change whether people would be killed. It would change everything. There's way too many paradoxes, guys. Maybe it is possible in some crazy reality, in some alternative reality. If we could be here in the present time and then in another alternate reality, then all our questions will be answered. We could do this, guys. We could go visit our old self, our new self. There's probably different copies of us at different times in different universes. Maybe then it would be true. But by the way, Jay Weld says, but that's the thing, though, you can't travel to the past from reality because it causes way too many paradoxes. And guess what, guys? That's what I want to tell you guys about the grandfather paradox. And traveling the future is impossible because it's stuff that has never happened. Okay, this is what I want to tell you guys. Okay, I'm going to make myself big over here because I want to stress this point over here. Let me remove this comment. Okay, guys. So I believe that time travel is possible. Okay, but the thing is, guys, we're looking at time travel the wrong way. Okay, to me, time travel is not actually going to the future. To me, it's moving. You're moving faster. Okay, so if you're going around the Earth, okay, like I said, at the speed of light in a rocket, you're going around the Earth. Technically, a year that passed by where you are, it passes by much faster on Earth. So let's say you spend the year for a year. It could be 10 years that passed on Earth. So once you come back to Earth, it's going to be 10 years later. But it doesn't mean you went in the future. You just fast forwarded. You understand? So that's what people don't really get. You think that, yeah, I could push a button and I appear in the future. You're basically just going very fast and you're missing out on what's going on in the world. So guys, like I said, I'm not an expert, but that's what I think about this, the past theory. But let me explain you something, okay? The grandfather paradox, which I'm sure a lot of you guys know about. Basically, if me or Claudio were to go in the past and kill our grandfather, okay, how does that even make sense? How can we kill our grandfather before we were born? Like, how would we even be there if we weren't born? How would we be there to kill our grandfather if we weren't even born yet, okay? And no matter what way you look at this theory just goes back in a loop, okay? Claudio, what do you think about this grandfather paradox?
I'm getting ahead just thinking about all this. Yeah, but no, that's true. I mean, grandfather paradox. Like you're going in the past to kill your grandfather, but that means that you're not going to be existing tomorrow. That's a theory. So I'm like, all right, but number one, we wouldn't be here if it's not for our grandfathers, because it goes from our fathers into us. So that's the thing. So that I don't know. That's a bit confusing, and I hope it's never going to be happening. But I mean, depends who you're talking about, right? If you're talking about a evil dictatorship, then the grandfather thing should happen. But if it's like me and you, I'm like, all right, well, again, why would it happen to us?
Yeah, Jay Wild said, and if you're able to go to the future, it basically eliminates the concept of agency because now you have established that there is a certain path in your life rather than one you can choose. Now, guys, I am a firm believer that, okay, I said that we could time travel, but at the end of the day, how can you go to your future if it didn't happen yet? You understand? So my concept of time travel is different from yours. My concept of time travel is that you're fast forwarding. You're not moving there. You're fast forwarding. You're going very fast, faster than what's going on Earth. So you're just missing out what's going on Earth, right? When you come back to Earth, you missed out on the last 9 years. but it doesn't mean you just fast forward it, guys. It's hard to understand, but if you think about it a bit, you'll get it. Okay. I have been here since 200 subs. Good for you, Fortnite King. Thank you for being an amazing, supportive person. I'm stuck in the time machine. I'm never going to be Ange. You're not stuck in the time machine, Royal Cat. Don't worry. There's a little latch. There's a security latch in the time machine that'll get you out. Okay, we have another Italian question. Pensi che viaggiare nel tempo sarà un sacco di soldi se inventato? Okay. Claudio, do you understand that question?
I do. And,
okay, you want to answer that question, Claudio, for the guest?
So I'm gonna answer this. So it's complicated. Again, this is complicated. Like there's no right answer to this, right? It's all about like what you believe in. So I just don't know. I mean, if you think it could happen, it could happen. If you think it cannot happen, it can't happen. So it's a bit tricky.
But what he's saying, Claudio, is do you think if somebody made a time machine, it would make all kinds of money? Of course. Guys,
of course.
If we could time travel and go back to and fix our mistakes that left us in jail, mistakes that got us sick, mistakes that hurt other people, we could go back and win the lottery, right? A lot of people would be going back and win the lottery, and you have to share the lottery prize. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, guys, you could do a lot of stuff by going back in your past. That's why I think let's forget about the past. Let's forget about going back in the past. Let's just think about going to the future, because I am actually going to say something. Even if I were able to go in the past, I wouldn't change anything. I actually told Claudio backstage, I would not change anything. You know what I would do if I would go in the past? I would just observe. I would go back to 1982, if that's the year. I think that's the year that Italy won the World Cup. I'd go there. I'd watch the World Cup again. I'd go to an old party that I used to like. It used to be called San Giuseppe. And I would go, and we had fun in the park, and there was people, not like now in the coronavirus. I would go back to the point. The only thing I would change is I would tell the person to not eat the bat who started the coronavirus. But other than that, I wouldn't change anything. Why? Because if you change something, guys, you don't understand the effects that you're changing to other people. Anything you do in the past, even if you take a piss in the past, okay, it changes everything for other people. So be careful what you do in time, guys. I know I'm not the time lord, but think about it. The other thing is that time travel isn't the most viable option. It's easier to create augmented virtual realities by triggering certain neurons in the brain. Okay, let me read that again. The other thing is time travel isn't the most viable option. It's easier to create augmented virtual realities by triggering. Okay, what you're saying is hallucinogens and taking acid. Okay, guys, that all happens in your brain. Okay, even near-death experiences. It all happens in your brain. You're not moving anywhere. It's things that you're thinking about in your brain. That has nothing to do with time travel. But I know what you mean. You could have a hallucinogen. You could have a hallucination that'll make it feel like you're time traveling. Yeah, you could, but it's dangerous. I don't suggest you guys do drugs. And there's a Sean P invading the chat. Maybe there's time travelers. Yeah, who knows? My mom is single. I'm never going to exist, or she never get married. Okay, Rayokat is saying that if he goes back in the past, his mom would be single and he wouldn't exist. What's up, Sage? How are you, Sage? How you doing? Okay. StreamYard link. I can't drop the StreamYard link, guys. We're in a classified location over here. Okay, you know what, guys? We'll drop the StreamYard for Fortnite King. Looks like he has something to say about time travel. So there you go, guys. I just dropped the StreamYard link. What if people want to die, though? Okay, hang on a second. What does that have to do with time travel, no face?
Exactly.
What do you mean, what if people want to die? I'm not sure what you're saying. Yo, Ange, what you are explaining is the theory of relativity, which explains that time and space are relative. So if you are in an area where time isn't the same as your current location. Claudio, do you understand what he just wrote?
Yeah, I'm rereading it, and I get it. It's it's okay. All right, that's true believing. Yeah.
Okay, Ryocat wants to come on the stream, but we're not going to let him on, guys, because I don't think he would have a pertinent conversation. The time either goes slower or faster for you. That's basically what Albert Einstein is saying, guys. Fortnite King, can I have the link? I will save Elisa that water tank. What is he talking about? Oh,
yeah.
Okay, so Ryocat is saying if he could travel in the past, he would save Elisa Lam from falling in the water tank. Okay, well, that's something really good you could do. The only problem is, Ryocat, you're just screwing it up for everybody. That would be the problem. Okay, Ange, I really realized how I wouldn't change how things planned out. Like when I got cheated on, I always wish I could never find out what happened with it. If I didn't, I would get hurt even more. Yeah, exactly. I don't think I would want to change that. Okay, Mason's coming on. What's up, Mason? How are you, buddy?
I'm good. Just make sure. Can you hear me? Great.
Yeah, I could hear you, Mason. Okay, what do you got to say about time travel?
Well, it's not as the important thing is if it's possible. Even Albert Einstein said that said that you can only go back in the past, not the future.
Wait a minute. You're saying that Albert Einstein said we could only go in the past? That's not what he said.
That's not what he said.
Where did you read that, Mason?
Yeah.
Listen, most experts.
School, I'm pretty sure.
You learned it in school. Okay, so what class taught you about time travel? Okay, we have a. Hang on a second, Mason. Hold that thought, Mason. Okay. Shane Welsh said, "Se il viaggio nel tempo fosse reale in futuro, come mai le persone del futuro non sono arrivate al presente e non se non hanno parlato o non hanno dato prove?" Yeah, okay. So what Shane Welsh is trying to say is that if time travel is really possible, why haven't we seen people from the future come here and say, "Look, it's true. Time travel is true. Here's the proof."
True.
Wow, you give a
True.
Congratulations, Shane Welsh. You are a genius, okay?
Yeah.
Yes, that's a really good point, okay?
Yeah, true. But
we have a lot more questions here. Okay, our son, lol. Great show, guys. No problem. Thank you, Bobby. What's up? Shout out to Bobby Shortshirts, guys. It's also the speedster theory. Okay, I'm going to mute you, Mason. It's also the speedster theory, which is that if you travel faster than those around you, you see time slower than them, which means that a sec from them in 5 seconds is your eyes, which make. Yes, I heard about that, J-Wall. That's what I was trying to explain. Okay, Dion said, technically you can't go to the future if you haven't lived it yet. And I agree with you 100%. I never said it's possible. All I'm trying to do, guys, I never said that it's happened. That's what I'm trying to say. All I'm saying is that it is possible. Did it happen yet? I'm saying no. Is it possible? Yes. There's a way you could do it. However, Albert Einstein said that, okay, in a tunnel, okay, in the time warp, okay, that you would have to be in to travel faster than the speed of light, it collapses. So you wouldn't be able to even fit in there. So we haven't even figured out how we're going to get a human body, let alone anything in there, okay? So we would have to experiment with time travel, which we're going to talk about. There's actually an experiment, a secret experiment of time travel that most of you guys think didn't happen. But I can tell you it definitely happened, okay? The Montauk Project. We're going to talk about that, guys, okay? But I think it did happen. It happened in New York, Montauk, New York. And trust me, there was experiments of time travel, okay? But we're going to get to that in a bit. Now, Claudio, let's go through people who claim to have time traveled. So time travelers, okay? Number one, Claudio, we have John Titor. In the early 2000s, okay? In the early 2000s, he emerged on the internet, okay? He made blogs saying that he's from the future. Yeah. He's a futuristic soldier from the year 2026. Apparently, he came back to 2000 to get an IBM PC or something. What do you think about that, Claudio?
I don't know. I think it's for what he did. I think it's either he was on drugs or something, or I don't know, man. To steal IBM piece, I just don't know. But his theory is true, though. His theory is true, and I'm believing in it. So he came back and he stole some. Yeah, I don't know. But the question is, what happened after?
Yeah. So Aboy Chap actually says that time travel is impossible. Okay, are you there, Aboy? Hello, Aboy going once? Aboy going twice?
Bruh.
Okay, bro. You said that time travel
is impossible, but I have a way.
Okay, do you have any proof?
Do
you have any proof that time travel is impossible?
All right, guys. Listen, guys. I have a way I can time travel.
Okay, wait a minute. You have a way you can time travel, but you just said
I'm gonna go get Dr. Emmett Brown and then I'll time travel. That's it.
But you just said that time travel is impossible. Okay, next guest. And to save Roro, the suicide, stop suicide. Okay. Going to the past wouldn't change your present, though. I would disagree with that.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you go to the past and you don't do anything. If you don't say anything, you don't do anything, you don't take a shit, then maybe. I meet my daddy baby version. Okay, guys, I'm asking all of you guys, okay, what you would do if you could go in the past, and also if you could go in the future. What would you want to know about your future? So if I could get some comments like that. Hi, Ange, just stopped by to say hello. I put my nephew and nieces on bus tomorrow. Okay, cool. Noel, yeah. Okay, we got a bunch of highs over here. Invite Noel. Listen, I'm dropping the StreamYard link. If anybody wants to come on, you could come on. We're going to let Mason back in. Okay, Mason, what's up, buddy?
Well, I only think time travel means like what way are you talking about, and the biggest part is the effect on the future. Well, obviously, I believe if you were to do something in the past, it would alter the present.
Of course,
Which
yeah.
would obviously which would obviously change the future.
Yeah,
And
but yeah, go ahead.
And the point is, in Roman philosophy, there is a god that believes that actually time traveled, who would time travel in the past to make the world better, and he has two faces, which would have one looking for the future and one looking for the past.
Okay, I read about that. That in ancient history there was people that claimed to be time travelers. Like there's actually ancient gods that said they were time travelers. I didn't look too far back about that, but thank you for your input, Mason. Okay, buddy, we're gonna talk to Noel now. Noel, what's up, buddy? How are you? Doing good, buddy? Noel?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. What do you think about time travel, Noel? You think it's a hunk of BS? Okay, we can't connect with you well, Noel. So stay in the chat, okay, buddy?
The time history I've been learning about traveling time, and they have they have a Civil War and all that stuff. So Martin Luther King and all that learning stuff. Really cool.
What does Martin Luther King have to do with time travel?
Yeah.
Okay, Martin, I'll see you later, buddy. Okay.
All right, later. Later.
All right, so guys, we have a lot of different opinions here. I can officially say me as an overthinker can predict the future. But predicting the future and time travel are two different things, guys. Two very different things. Who's Russian guy? I'm not sure who Russian guy is. Okay, let's see. Honestly, Avengers Endgame is the most scientifically accurate movie now that I think about it. I just listened to what Hulk says in the scene explaining it. I have to rewatch Avengers Endgame. I don't think it has much to do about the future. Does it, Claudio? Because you watched that movie, yeah?
Yeah, I did. And two things. Like, I found that movie was it was boring, but hey, you know what? If you want to quote from a movie, man, you think that's real, that's good for you, man. I don't know. I look, it's impossible to answer. All I'm gonna say, if you think that movie is pretty accurate, then you think that time travel is gonna be the way to go with that, then go ahead.
Okay. Sage actually said, "Do you think I'm a boy?" Okay, that has nothing to do with time travel, guys. Try and stay on topic with time travel. Please. Okay, guys. If you have questions that you want answered that have nothing to do with time travel, you can always DM me at the Ange TV Show, and I would be glad to answer that. Okay, continuing on, guys, with the list of time travelers. Number 2, we have Noah, the YouTube time traveler. Okay, Noah, who claims to be from 2028, the year that he claims is when time travel will be possible. Okay. Actually, no, that's not what he said. Sorry. He said in 2028, people are going to realize time travel is possible. But he said a time machine has been invented in 2003. That's what he's claiming. Now, guys, with a lot of these theories, sometimes they get debunked in the future. And guess what? This one wasn't a hard one. It was debunked. A guy named Jason on YouTube, admitted that it was him. He played a hoax, and go watch his video on YouTube. He explains it to you. He says, "Hi, my name is Jason, and I did this time travel hoax because." So go check it out. I actually didn't watch it, but there's other people that claim to be time travelers. Edward, he says he's from the year 5000, okay? He has a picture of Los Angeles underwater, okay? So it's an underwater city, okay, that he claims that he's part of a CIA project in 2004, which brought him to the year 5000, okay? So that's another person. And not the last, but the fourth time traveling, not prediction, but the fourth person that said that time traveling happened, okay? It's actually an event. Montauk Project. Okay, I don't know if you guys have watched Stranger Things, but that's what it is. The Montauk Project is actually Stranger Things. Stranger Things is depicting the so-called Montauk Project. What is the Montauk Project? It happened in New York, guys, okay? Apparently, they experimented on children, okay? Children with psychic capabilities, and they tested on time travel with these kids. What do you think about the Montauk Project, Claudia? Do you think it's a conspiracy or do you think it's true?
I think it's a conspiracy.
Okay.
You know, because the government, you know, they like to do science experiments, so they tried doing it on kids or whatever they can do. So, do I think it's true? Possible. It's possible. Again, this whole topic is all about possibilities, right? So we're not going to say what's right or what's wrong. So there's no right or wrong answer here because it's just possible. So to answer your question, I wouldn't be surprised if it's real.
Yeah. Okay. So we have some other comments over here. Aboy Chap says time travel is impossible. He's saying it again because we would be preventing catastrophic events and maybe we would be 2 steps ahead of all the big events like COVID-19. Oh my God. Wow. Listen, guys. I'm okay. I'm for it being possible. But like I said, it didn't happen. But Aboy Chap brings up a really good point here. He said, if it were true that we could time travel, don't you think that time travelers would come back to this time and tell us 9/11 is going to happen? Be careful with that bat in Wuhan. Like, don't you think people would avoid issues like that? But then again, we can't control everything, right, Claudio?
Exactly.
We can't control what a plane's going to do. We could tell people it's going to happen. But the problem is there's people that say predictions and we don't believe them. We say they're crazy, just like all these idiots from Y2K. We don't believe them. That's the problem, guys. People could say whatever they want to say. Are we going to believe them? So go ahead, Claudio.
Yeah, no, like for example, Nostradamus, right? He predicted everything. So is it like Nostradamus went to the future and installed this? I don't know.
We have another believer that time travel is impossible, Mr. Michael Anker's Music. He says that time travel is impossible. Ruai Railcat says, Mr. Dushash, I wish to back time to fix my mistake, meet my grandpa, and fix pro. Okay, listen, Railcat, you can't time travel with a genie. We don't even know if a genie is actually real. He's real on Daily Struggles, the show. But we don't know if a genie is real, so he can't help you with time travel. No, because it can cause a snowball effect. Yes, I can control time. Okay, Funny Clown Show says you can control time. It would be interesting, Funny Clown, if you could tell us how you can control time. You can't say stuff or it can cause a beautiful butterfly effect and make the situation worse or even better. Who knows? But it is dangerous. I agree with you, Awersan. Awersan, you seem to know a lot about this topic. Good for you, my friend. I have a way to make time travel possible. Do what they did in Call of Duty. What did they do in Call of Duty? Yes, Awersan, that's exactly right. No. Because apparently 9/11 was a thing made by the government. It was planned. And there is evidence that they knew 9/11 was going to happen. So time travel is made by the government. So was 9/11. Good point. Maybe
good point.
Maybe the people that knew about 9/11, because it is, we all know that it's most likely fixed, right? It's an inside job. They knew about 9/11, but they didn't do anything about it. That's my point, right? Just because people know about it doesn't mean they're going to say that they know about it. And even if they do say what's going to happen, predict, we're not going to believe them, right? If a guy comes and says in 2028, Trump is going to be the president again, you think you're going to believe him? Probably not. Nick C is actually agreeing with Aboy. Cool. Guys, there's a couple of other people that claim to be time travelers, including the man from Torrid, okay? In Japan, 1954, a man in a Japanese airport was detained because he was from a country that didn't exist, Torrid, okay? He claimed that it was a country in the geographical region of Andorra, okay? Which we all know it's Andorra. There's no Torrid. It doesn't exist, okay? He was held in a government hotel with security watching him, and poof, he vanished, okay? So somebody explain me the man from Torrid. Okay, maybe it's an elaborate hoax. Maybe it was made up. But if that story is true, my friend, how do you explain that? The guy disappeared with security outside his hotel room. How do you explain that, Claudio?
Yeah, and and there was no trace of him opening the window, going outside. I don't know, man. I'd say that's pretty Pretty bold. That's pretty bold.
Yeah, listen, guys, like I said, a lot of these stories come from the internet, okay? On the internet, things could be manipulated, things could be edited. And like I said, I'm saying it again, guys, I'm just answering the question. Is time travel possible? And I'm telling you, it is possible. Whether it happened or not, that I can't guarantee. But yeah. Okay, and I will fix the trouble that happened this world. The big peepee is a time traveler. Okay, guys, I think it's time to show you guys photos of supposed time travelers. Okay, so let's go check this out. Mason wants to come on. Mason, we're going to be looking at pictures of people that, images that believe to have time travelers in them. Okay, I'm going to mute you for a second, Mason. Okay, so image number 1. Okay, you see the guy that's circled over there with the sunglasses? He's called the hipster time traveler. Okay, how do you explain a guy with a hairstyle that's not of the time? This picture dates in the 1940 with sunglasses and a T-shirt. Okay, I'm not sure what it has on there, but don't you think this guy is kind of out of place, guys? What do you guys think about that? Let me know in the comments. Okay. Next picture we have Charlie Chaplin. Okay, in one of his silent movies called The Circus. Okay. You can see over here, okay, the person that's crossing the street, it's actually a woman, okay? She has her hand over her ear, kind of like she's holding a cell phone, okay? Isn't that a bit odd? Claudia, what do you think about that picture that we just saw?
I think, I think it's because maybe because, well, again, they were at a circus, so maybe they were listening to
Listening to what?
like you know those earphones, those 1940 styles earphones of listening to like what an animal could sound like, because you never know, they might have a but
you know, that's a good theory. That's a good theory. I don't know if anybody else came up with a theory. By the chat, it doesn't say anything here. We're going to continue the pictures, and then I'm going to look at the comments after, guys. Let's just quickly go over the pictures. The World Cup, guys, over here. I'm not sure what year this was. Claudia, can you decipher what year this was? I believe it was in the 80s.
Yeah, I think so.
Or maybe actually, it might have been the 60s. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
anyways, look, the thing that's circled at the bottom looks to be a cell phone, okay? How was there a cell phone in that year? Can somebody explain me that? You can't, because cell phones weren't around in those years. But then again, maybe it's not a cell phone, right? So like I said, guys, I'm showing you the pictures.
It's misinterpreted.
It's misinterpreted. That could be the answer, Mason. It could also just be something like the top of a camera, an old camera. You know what I mean? You know, the flash? It could be that. So, okay, the next one is called the surfer. Check this out, guys. This guy, okay, in the early 1900s is sitting there with ruffled hair, a T-shirt, cargo shorts. It looks like he's surfing, and there's actually a guy on the left looking at him like, who the hell is that, right? So don't you think that guy's a bit out of place, guys? Okay, well, let me know what you
or
That's
could look
probably a coincidence.
Okay, you think it's a coincidence?
Or could look photoshopped. You never know, too. That's
exactly, guys. This could be photoshopped, okay? Don't forget that. It's possible. Next, we have a guy. This is very small. You probably don't see it, but there's actually a guy with a mohawk, okay? And this is, like I said, 1910. Nobody was wearing a mohawk at that time. Bit odd, don't you think? The next one.
Well, that can I ask something?
Yeah, no problem.
Well, that it's 1910. That is way too good of like picture to be in 1910. Let's just say that.
Yeah, you're right there.
Okay, you got me, Mason. You know what? That's a really good theory. Look how clear this picture is, okay? Yeah. There's no way in hell that they had this type of clear picture in that year, okay? So this is definitely, well, you know what? The thing is, Mason, how do you, like, nobody was wearing these clothes any like, recently, right? So how do you explain that, Mason? Why were they wearing stuff that corresponded with the time? Like, you know what I mean?
Well, maybe they were just trying to get clickbait for their video. I don't know.
Yeah, it could have been that it could have been a film scene, right? I mean, you could obviously put together a bunch of people wearing stuff in the 1930s, right? Yeah, you're right. But don't you think that would cost a lot of money to do, and it'd be a waste of time to do? Like, you're really going too far?
Yes and no, because like okay, so I imagine it's used for a movie. If it was too expensive, you shouldn't be doing that scene anyway, but they chose to do it because I'm pretty sure that's just a movie scene, and that's just it because I just think it's a movie scene and they're just
Okay, we have Ange 2100. Hello. Do we have a time traveler from the year 2100?
Hello?
Hello.
Oh my gosh, Ange.
Hello. Okay, guys, we have it. Listen, guys, I got some breaking news. We have me 80 years from now, okay? Ange 2100. Hello.
In the future.
Okay,
I bet
hi.
you're a millionaire.
My mom is Erica.
Your mom is Erica. Okay,
yeah.
you're a fraud. You're a fraud. I don't believe you.
Yeah, get out of here.
Okay, I don't believe that, guys. One bit. I don't believe that. Guys, okay, listen. The next picture is going to creep you out a bit, okay? You guys know Greta Thunberg. She's actually in charge of, not in charge, but she's actually like one of those eco-friendly people. She wants to save the environment, this, that. Well, take a look. Yeah, Claudia, what?
That woman who's the Antichrist says that that the environment, we're killing the environment. It's an Antichrist.
Okay, Claudio believes that time travel is the Antichrist. He thinks that it's a work of the devil. No, but seriously, he told me this backstage. He's a bit too shy to say it, but he actually told me that it's the work of the devil. But anyways, guys,
you never know.
Listen, I have a picture of Greta Thunberg with a kid from 1895. Let me know what you think about this. Don't they strike aren't they like, wow, look at this, guys. Yeah. Look at the person on the left from 1895 and look at Greta Thunberg. Are you going to tell me that they're not the same people? Seriously, guys. The resemblance is striking, guys. Come on, look at that. It really is. Look at that. Okay. Next picture, guys, look at this. This was unearthed. It's a mummy from 3 years ago in Mongolia, okay? Look at the shoes. They were wearing shoes, Adidas shoes. Look at the top picture of an Adidas pair of shoes on the top left. Come on, guys. How is a mummy from 1,500 years ago wearing Adidas shoes? Could somebody tell me that? Maybe it's a time traveler that went to ancient Egypt and maybe he got, I don't know, he freaking, a cave fell on him or something. You don't know, guys, but isn't that a bit too good to be true? I don't know. What do you think, Claudio? I mean, a mummy wearing Adidas shoes. Doesn't that show that time travel is true?
It's a sporty, it's a sport, it's an athletic mummy.
Okay, guys, and the last picture I'm going to show you is a time traveler that was so cunning, okay, he made the newspaper. Okay, check this out. Mr. Andrew Carlson, okay, in the year, okay, actually, I don't know what year it was, but this happened a while ago. He claimed to be from the year 2256 with, listen, guys, with $500 on the stock market, he made $350,000, okay? He was arrested. Why? Because they thought he was doing financial fraud, okay? He was an insider trading. However, he got arrested, he paid the bail, and then he vanished. And that's all we know of Andrew Carlson, okay? How do you explain that, guys? How does somebody in this day and age just vanish like that, okay? It's hard to vanish. Now, some people could say that the guy was deranged. But if he was deranged, if he was insane, how would he be smart enough to make that money on the stock market? Claudio, do you have any theories about this?
Well, I mean, when you mean vanished, you know, a lot of things could happen. Either the government abducted him or he got whacked. So to just go out of just like that, I don't know, man. And plus, you know, with the time travel thing that is occurring, right? Let me ask you all this question. Don't you think that, let's say if you're going to go back to where you came from, right? Let's talk about the future, right? Wouldn't you know that you're going, like, let's say I'm going back in the future. Wouldn't you know or see, like, hey, what the hell is this guy doing? Like a giant machine or whatever? Because if you're just, you know, pressing a button and you just disappear like that, people are going to notice that you're vanishing, right? Or maybe he vanished like late at night, but there'll be some sort of sign that you'd vanish. I don't know. This is just me just saying my theories. By the way, I like what, you know, Martin is saying is, I wish I can hang out with you, and sorry, you're doing podcasts are fine. No, that's not for me. Funny, so many stress, but I will never come back. All right, cool.
Because of funny con shoes. Listen, it's funny, Noel, but you know, funny con shoes bothers you when you hang out with bullies. So then that's a paradox too. Anyways. Okay, Jay Watson, Martin, shut up. Nobody wants to hear your sob story right now. Just leave already if you're not going to add to the conversation. Okay, Shane Welsh, buongiorno, said, in realtà, okay, you know what, Claudio, read this. You probably speak better Italian than me.
In realtà ho già visto prima in futuro che saranno chip che verranno inseriti nel nostro cervello per tutta la conoscenza del mondo e per parlare fluentemente in qualsiasi lingua. Yeah, no, okay, so what Shane is saying is that maybe it's a little chip. Right, so maybe they have a chip that is powerful enough to, like vaccine, powerful enough, like let's say I'm like in the year 2029 and you're here, I could be like, all right, Ange, I'm here, what do you want me to do? So that's what Shane, if I could say, Shane, questa risposta è buono, ma io non sono a dire che tu sei falsa o vero. Questo è qualcosa che um, il time travel non sappiamo se è vero o no. Come Angelo ha detto quando ho cominciato questo podcast, questo episode, tutto cosa è possibile. So non sappiamo se questo è vero o no. And then hold on, and then Shane is like, ma questa è la tecnologia, quindi non potrebbe essere hackerata. Shane, non sappiamo pure la risposta. Angelo, what he's saying is like, so this technology is it portable? Can also be hacked. So
wait a minute, you're saying a time machine could be hacked?
Yeah, it could probably possibly a time machine or a chip, like when people think of time machines, they would think like it's a big machine going, or it could be a little chip that you press and you go back and you go to the future. But Shane, no sappiamo questa risposta.
We don't know the answer to that. Like I said, I know it's possible. Do I know what was ever happened? Do I know a time machine is out there? I don't know. You're gonna, hey, what's up, Speedy Human? I mean, Speedy Sunday. Hello, humans. The Speedster has arrived. The Speedster, we need to go faster than the speed of light so we could go into the future, okay? That's what we're talking about. We're talking about time travel today, guys. Nick said, the picture of the girl, he's talking about Greta Thunberg, okay? This picture, I'll show you right now, guys. He's this one. Okay, I agree with you. You're saying that this person looks alike. It doesn't mean it's her. You know what, Nick? You're absolutely right, okay? They say that we have 7 people in the world that look exactly like each other, okay? So that could debunk that. Funny Clown Shoes says, have you all seen Quantum Leap? No, I haven't seen that, but I definitely should see it. Is it a movie or a theory, or is
it's
it
a TV show?
It's a TV show. Okay, I'll definitely check it out. If time travel were real, I would have a bigger pee-pee. Yes, you'd probably go back in the past and eat more basil because they say it makes your pee-pee bigger. I have a time machine. I will fix all what happened here and save all who die in accident or murder. Okay, Royal Cat, if you could be a time police, good for you, bro. Damn, I'm surprised at how much I'm understanding Italian right now. Cool, Jay. Well, it's good to know a lot of languages. I have a time machine, and I will. Okay, I read that already. Konshu says, howdy, Speedy G. Nightbot says, Speedy G, further disregard will result in a ban. Okay, this is way off topic. Speedy Sunday, what's your sexuality? Okay, listen, guys, this is a podcast about time travel, not about sexuality. Dang, does look like her. Yes, Greta Thunberg, guys, they look so much alike. And if you're going to tell me this is not a time traveler, look at the resemblance. It's cunning, guys, okay? And then this was the Adidas shoes that I told you a mummy had. I definitely agree with that, but some of you guys don't. And yeah, okay, let's check the comments over here. It's a series that has to do with time travel. Okay, good, because there's not a lot of time travel podcasts. And if you're tuning in right now, you're tuning in towards the end of the show. So I would invite you to watch the rest of it when it does come out, guys. This is The Unknown, episode 2, time travel, just to let you guys know. Welcome to the Ange TV show. Here it's breaking time. We done, hee bong. And I will look the future, the discovery of Mars. Okay, guys, like I said, if I could go in the future, I would go probably 50 years in the future, because in 50 years, there's a lot of things that people say will happen. One of the things that people will say will happen in the future in 50 years is that we're going to be going and travel from planet to planet. They say that we're going to inhabit Mars in the next 50 years, guys, okay? Mohawk is 1800s. No, it's not. Can you please let me on? I would like to discuss. Okay, no problem. If you guys want to come on and discuss about time travel, you definitely could. There is a StreamYard link. I'm straight. Okay, cool. According to my smartness, time travel does not exist. Guys, the air just came out of my lungs when he said time travel does not exist. It breaks my heart when you see time travel doesn't exist, man. Like, you know, because I love the movie Back to the Future. Am I the only straight person here? Everyone else is different sexuality. I'm straight. Funny Clowns Choose says flying cars. Yeah, flying cars could happen in 50 years, definitely. I'm straight like a pencil. Okay, cool. Ange e Claudio, qualcuno di voi capisce lo spagnolo o il russo per caso? No, we don't understand Russian or Spanish.
non capiamo, Shane, non capiamo russo o spagnolo.
Okay.
Okay, wait a minute. Ryu Cat, listen, Ryu Cat brought up a good point. Hang on a second, boy. Remember I showed you this picture, guys. I showed you a picture of a guy with a mohawk. This guy has a mohawk hairstyle, okay? And we said that the mohawk hairstyle wasn't around in that time. Well, guess what? It was. Because mohawks were around with the natives, right, Aboy? Aboy, are you native, by the way? Hello, Aboy? Okay, he's not answering. But I can't believe that response. It's true, guys. The natives had mohawks. We did. Okay, so yeah, it could be possible then. And things this is certain in 50 years is taxes and debts. I agree with you 100%. Vince, my dog, wants to come on. What's up, buddy? According to my smartness, pizza is POG. What does POG mean? You know what it is, Claudio? Pogers. No. Okay. I'm as straight as a circle. Okay. Spanish and Italian aren't that different. I only know Spanish and English, and I am understanding the Italian fairly well. Yes, they are very, very close languages. Now, guys, I'm going to remind you guys to please stay on topic. Very important. Mason, do you have some last words on time travel? Do you want to just put something out there?
You know that last photograph you you showed us about time travel?
Okay, which one?
Couldn't
this one?
Be a very... No.
This one?
Girl?
Okay.
Yes. Maybe they were related, and maybe they just carried that genetics.
I don't know. I don't know. I just think that's really. I think someone just found a picture that looked like her and then just said it was her. It's very possible. I can tell you something. Okay, people that say celebrities that time travel just because they look like someone in the past, that's a bit stupid. Also, this cell phone thing that everybody is holding a cell phone in a picture. I saw about 8 of them. 8 pictures that claim that they were using cell phones in like the 1800s. So, you know, I don't. At a certain point, guys, you know, when you start to push an idea, people start to expose you. They say that's definitely fake. You guys are pushing it too hard, right? Like, why do you have to show like 15 pictures of people that look to have a cell phone to try to prove that?
True.
What are you talking about, Speedy Sunday? You said light. Light travels in straight lines. Okay, but what's your point about that, Claudia? What are you trying to tell us?
I have no idea, man. I have no idea what everyone's saying here.
Listen, guys, when it comes to time travel, like I said, it's mind-bending. There's a lot of open questions, and I'm glad you guys came today. And like, you gave me your thoughts, you gave me your opinions. I know we definitely have different opinions about time travel. Some of you guys, most of you guys, don't believe a word I say, and that's fine, okay? But I'm just trying to present you the evidence of what's out there, okay? I'm trying to show you guys what's out there. It's up to you guys to believe what people say. All I'm saying is that it is possible, and it maybe might happen. Maybe not in my lifetime, but it could happen. According to what Albert Einstein says, it could happen. In futuro, con indosso una maschera e allontanamento sociale e molto probabilmente sarà ancora in giro a causa del inquinamento atmosferico. Do you understand that, Claudio?
Hold on, let me read it again in future. So what I'm trying to understand is that there's gonna be a social problem and that something's gonna go in the air. Then time travel. I have no idea on this one. I have no idea.
Okay, we can't really decipher this one over here. We are Italian. It's kind of embarrassing, but we're Italian Canadian, guys. We're not actually Italian. By the way, Shane Welsh, if there's a way you could maybe translate that, let me read it one more time. In futuro con indosso. What is indosso? Una maschera e allontanamento sociale e molto probabilmente sarà ancora in giro a causa dell'inquinamento. Okay, he's talking about the atmosphere and he's talking about the planets and the orbits. That's what I could get for him. But other than that, I can't really understand what he's saying. Ange, did you see my deek? No, I didn't say that. Maybe time travel, maybe you can make that, or you need some experiment. Yes, we need to experiment. You good. Thank you, Pickle Boss. Literally everything Ange believes is the opposite of what I believe. Okay, well, guys, that's why we have opinions and we fight and we bring up our evidence, because a lot of the times you guys just say, no, it's not possible. Well, show me how it's not possible. Now, some of you guys brought up a good point, okay? I showed you this picture of a mummy with Adidas shoes and told you guys that it's probably a time traveler. But then people like Nick told me that they used to wear things like that in ancient Egypt. They used to wear like shoes like that. But they actually said that it's something Turkish. So they did kind of debunk it. And it's a bit out there to say that a mummy was wearing Adidas shoes, guys. That's a really, really big one. But you know what, guys? Nobody besides Claudio can answer this, that somebody's on a cell phone, okay, in the early 1900s of a Charlie Chaplin silent film called The Circus. I mean, listen, it's also blurry because it's black and white. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, guys, these are amazing, amazing coincidences and theories. People that said that they time traveled, claims, pictures. We don't know, okay? The whole point of this show is that it's called The Unknown. We do not know the answer to your questions. We could only speculate.
Yeah, by the way,
Sunday, say the last thing because we're going to be signing off soon. What's up, Speedy Sunday?
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
Okay, what do you think about time travel?
I think it's possible for the right amount of speed.
Thank you. Okay, Speedy Sunday said time travel is possible if we have the right amount of speed. Okay, bro, you're
But
amazing.
you can never travel backwards in time. You can only travel forwards.
Exactly. We cannot go back in time, but
speed.
we could go forward in time with speed. Thank you. That's
But you want to go
basically
backwards,
what I was saying in a nutshell. In the
if you want to go
future,
backwards, you have to use quantum wormholes, black holes. You have to use all that stuff.
exactly, black holes
Quantum
you could
physics.
travel in time in black holes, but the thing is, they'll probably swallow us up and we'll die. But anyways,
Yes.
Shane Walsh said, in the future, they're wearing a mask and social distancing will still be around due to pollution in the air. Wow, that's an interesting. Okay, so he's kind of like predicting the future. He's saying that even after the coronavirus, we're still going to wear masks because of pollution. Guess
Yes.
what? In Japan, I don't know if it's Japan or China. I think it's China. In China, they wear masks all the time.
Yes.
So, guys, we might be getting closer to a civilization of just mask wearing. Maybe you'll see a baby born with a mask. You don't know, guys. Jay Wald said politics, life perspectives, scientific theories, and okay, I'm not gonna read that. I mean, phones did exist back then, like in the 1950s. Yeah, but that's not the 1950s. That was a long time ago with Charlie Chaplin.
1920s.
Yeah. Okay, guys. I think we'll end it here. Listen, thank you very much for your opinions. You guys are very intellectual people, even though some people might not think that, but you guys are. I love your opinions. Like I said, guys, do more research. Come back to me. Say, Ange, I read this on the internet, or somebody told me this, or I read this in a book. Prove me wrong, but I think, to answer your question, time travel is definitely possible based on the theory of relativity, guys. Okay, so, guys, that's it for today. Today we didn't solve the mystery, but I answered whether time travel is possible. And yes, it is possible, but we have yet to see it actually happen, in my opinion. So, guys, I'll see you guys next Monday for another interesting episode of The Unknown, okay? Thank you very much, Claudio Capri, for coming on, and everybody who tuned in. For those of you that are watching the replay, knock yourself out. Go watch this video, because trust me, it's going to bend your mind with the amount of things we just talked about. Okay, guys?
Exactly.
Take care, guys. Good night. I'll see you on episode 3 of The Unknown, guys. Okay? Ciao.